Well, folks, the voice that refuses to be silenced, be it rain, hail, sleet, or snow, or even nasty computer virus. This is Smart Mark, and this is a Ring of Honor review for December 17th, 2011. The show started out with an announcement that we're going to have as our main event Michael Elgin versus Davey Richards. And it's a proving ground match, so that was pretty exciting. Then we get a little promo from Eddie Edwards. It was kind of weak. His mic work is just nothing that I'm impressed with. His in-ring work is pretty awesome, but not the strongest man on the mic. Then right after the promo, we get Andy Right Leg Ridge versus Eddie Edwards. During the match, Truth Martini comes out on the commentary booth and is praising Eddie Edwards, saying he's his guy and all this and that. Note on this match really is that it seemed like it was supposed to be a jobber match, but jobber matches are supposed to be a squash, and this was way too competitive. Eddie did end up winning using the Dragon Sleeper, but this match should have been probably less than 3 minutes long, with Eddie getting the decisive win, as he's the #1 contender for the world title. Just my opinion, it was a good match. Ring of Honor does focus on, having good wrestling matches. So even though it felt like it should have been a squash, Eddie did get the win and didn't look too bad. Then we get a package on the world's greatest tag teams and the Briscoes, kind of building up their rivalry, telling the story of how we got to where we're at going into Final Battle. Then after what was, a fairly lengthy video package on that, we get the Final Battle card. And basically they announce at the beginning that there's going to be 7 matches, and then they announce 5. So I don't know what the other 2 matches are going to be for sure at Final Battle. One would think that Roderick Strong is going to have a match, but there was no mention of that. What we did get is the Contenders Cup for the tag team titles, and presumably this is going to put somebody in line for a tag team title shot. And you're going to have the Young Bucks versus Future Shock versus the Bravados versus All Night Express versus Coleman and Alexander. So that ought to be a great tag team match. Then we get Kevin Steen versus Steve Corino with Jimmy Jacobs as the guest referee announced. A lot of interest in that match. Basically focused on Kevin Steen. I definitely think Kevin Steen will get the win there. The TV title match is going to be Jay Lethal versus El Generico versus Mike Bennett. Again, a lot of great history going into this match. Very interested to see who comes out ahead. Something's kind of telling me Mike Bennett is going to win this one and walk away with the title. The tag team titles are going to be on the line with the world's greatest tag team versus the Briscoes. Watch for, I'd say, probably going to see another title change here, and the Briscoes will win, but really that definitely could go either way. Then the world title match is going to be Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards 3. If you have not seen Richards and Edwards 2, you have to see that match. Definitely a match of the year candidate, in my opinion. I kind of feel like Edwards is going to win the title with the help of Dan Severn being in his corner, but watch for a swerve here. Truth Martini might get involved, and it really wouldn't surprise me to see Richards retain his title. So a lot of matches on the card that could go either way. Hard to predict who will win, and it should be a great pay-per-view. Then we get the Proving Ground match with Michael Elgin versus Davey Richards. It was an awesome physical match that I really started thinking was going to go to the time limit draw. Elgin is just, it looks like he is really throwing some potatoes out there, as they say. Extremely physical. Back and forth the whole time until Richards finally does get the win with a sunset flip, which was a really surprising way for the match to end. But then after the match, we get Michael Elgin attacks Richards, giving him a beat down. Then Edwards comes out with the belt and accidentally, in quotation marks, hits Richards with the belt. It did look pretty deliberate to me, just saying. So then Richards, confronts Edwards and hits him, and Edwards locks the Dragon Sleeper in on Richards pretty quickly. Team Richards comes out and breaks him up. The show goes to the end with Cornette in the ring and a bunch of guys in the ring, and they're trying to keep Richards and Edwards apart, which was a great end to the show. Overall, this was a great show as the go-home show, building into the pay-per-view, and the action was good. That last match was great for, a TV main event. So it did do its job getting me excited for the pay-per-view. I would have liked to see more, kind of on the Kevin Steen and the Lethal, Generico, and Bennett match. They definitely could have done more talking about those matches and building them up, but it felt pretty quickly paced for the most part. The World's Greatest Tag Team and Briscoe's promo they did could have been shortened a little, I think, to maybe throw some time towards Steen. But overall, a very good show. I would probably give it a B-, just for the fact that they could have featured some more of the matches, and they only announced 5 of the 7 matches going into the pay-per-view. The Elgin match versus Richards was pretty awesome. So, thanks for listening. Once I get basically I got a virus on the laptop that's got the halfway decent video editing software on it. So, until I can afford to get it fixed, I'm going to go audio, because I don't want to leave all of my fans hanging. Or my fan, Jericho Rocker. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. And I did want to basically these reviews for Ring of Honor. I kind of want to do Ring of Honor / FCW reviews, but couldn't find the video for this week's FCW show. So we'll get FCW reviewed. They're doing a lot of good things down in Florida, so I definitely want to feature that on the show as well. We'll see you guys next time. Probably do the IWO show audio tonight following Impact, so look for that tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys.